So I want to talk a little bit about roles within the group. I'm not talking about leader or that kind of thing. The number one complaint students have with groups are slackers. Now, what's not talked about is the flip side of that coin, which is those that are hard to work with. So here you see a picture of Bill Gates. These are the people that get labeled hard to work with. I fall into this category, and lots of engineers do because they manage to get through school, because they work really hard and they produce results, but they don't make the people around them happy. And then the people that are going to turn into slackers are there on the right. And they're just happy as a clam when there's nobody around telling them what to do. They just do their own thing. They listen to their music. They're not productive people when there's nobody around leaning on them. So the people that are hard to work with, think of them as cave dwellers. These are people that climb into these very natural tunnels or caves where they work and they tune out the environment around them. They don't even hear things going on. Their tunnel gets so tight, you just lock them in a closet and slide pizza under the door, and they produce brilliant work. And every group needs one of these kinds of people. But for every one of these, you need two or three of the communicators. And if the hard to work with aren't talking to the communicators, then nothing's ever going to get done. So the most important role is the communicator role. Most of this presentation comes from Harvard Business Review. How much we communicate is much more important than what we communicate. Questions are more important than opinions and preferences. So in the best groups, there's not one person dominating. Everybody talks and listens in equal measure. The members face each other. Their gestures are energetic. They're engaged. Their bodies are moving. The members connect directly with one another. There's this going apart, coming back together again constantly. The 6 most important common misconceptions about groups are these. Harmony helps. No. Disagreement and misunderstanding help the best teams, best groups. Most of you are going to think it's good to mix it up. No, you don't want to jump from team or group to group, especially this semester. Your instructor is going to try to get you to stay on the same group. The longer you stick together, the more productive you become. You jump from one group to the next, you just jump from one poorly, barely performing group to the other, and you're not going to get good reviews. Bigger is better. No, that's why we have teams of small teams, 3 people. Most small teams outperform the larger ones. Face-to-face is passé, it's old. No. We have face-to-face meetings twice a week in this course. And your goal in those meetings is to improve the teamwork. It's worth flying people around the country. That's why business people fly on airplanes. It's mostly engineers flying to these meetings. You don't need a brilliant leader. The best team members manage themselves. The last one here is teamwork's accidental. It's miraculous. It's magical. And no, everybody has to work at it. Everybody has to be involved. If one person's doing all the work, the team's going to fall apart. Doesn't matter. Somebody's going to turn into the slacker. Somebody's going to turn into the, hard to work with. This whole concept of owning problems comes up over and over and over again. Engineers look for problems in the world and they try to own them. They try to say they're mine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make money off of it. Give it to me. It generates a culture of responsibility. So walk around and own things. Try to own things. I want to see wrestling matches over who owns what task in a group. Don't try to build like mind. Don't try to build consensus. Don't try to bully people. Don't try to say, hey, my favorite color is red. Let's all of our favorite colors be red. Disagreement and misunderstanding are the most important thing right now that you need to get going in your groups. Don't wait. Why are you stuck? Why are you doing the same old thinking and getting the same old results? Somebody reminds you of your parents and you haven't had an independence battle with them yet. You're waiting to like and be liked before you get going and working in a group. That'll never happen. You're comparing yourself. And you're going, whoa, that person's brilliant. Yeah, and you're brilliant too. Figure out how you're different from them. Have a different opinion. Don't let somebody's charisma blind you into being quiet. Don't let people accidentally push your hot buttons. Get over yourself. So what roles should there be in a group? Well, pick one of these roles. Pick what is missing in your group right now. A facilitator is somebody that doesn't allow any silence. At the first hint of silence, they just start talking about something. There's a timekeeper that's watching the clock. I don't know why I have Flavor Flav there. There's a moderator. This is Jim Lair from PBS. He's making sure everybody's talking by asking questions and probing. There's the assessor. Keeps the group on task, pushes the conversation towards goals. So these are the roles that you want to focus on, and you're going to see us as instructors try to have exercises where you actually have to perform in one of these roles. Those are coming up.